Hello, this is Sylvia. Welcome to my channel. I'm a certified coach and hypnotherapist working in this field for the past 15 years. And I've created this channel in order to make my practice, my private practice, known so that I can serve the best that I can people who'd like to work on their self-love muscles, which will translate also into being more loving and serene human beings with healthier relationships to other people, animals, um, and domains of life. So, self love can extend into any domain of life. However, my specialty is connected to relationships because that's my life's passion. And throughout the years, I've tried many approaches when it comes to self love, self acceptance. Um, my, let's say, background of trauma or my sacred wound, which helped me go on this path of self discovery, and my career as well, is connected to addictions, to co-toxicity, codependency, which in certain instances led me to the destruction of certain relationships I had in my life, and later on it got healed, but um, there was at some point a massive disruption in my life because of that, and I'm still facing challenges, but because of the processes I went through, and which I will teach you if you want to learn how to do it, how to reach a certain level of self love, and which overflows into a healthier communication with self and others. Yeah, going back to my story. So because of that co-toxicity, I may have also decided to accommodate people, institutions, situations which were not good for me at that time for way too long. Well, sounds familiar? If yes, then this work is for you. And it took me a great deal of trial and error to realize what's healthy and what's not healthy for me. And while you can do this alone, of course, I found throughout the years that I can advance much more quickly and in a more grounded way if I cooperate, if I work together with someone, with a mentor, or with the person who's qualified to help me. So that's the question. How do you know whether a person is qualified to help you? You can trust your intuition, but what if you cannot access your intuition? Then a good first step is to work with books that are talking about intuition, and you can pretty much tell from the reviews, or you can pretty much make an assessment um, whether that person is trustworthy or not, because we like it or not, the general public will make some statements about someone's expertise, especially in this field. Speaking of coaching and therapy, um, generally, if a coach or a therapist is good at what they do, the majority of people or people will generally acknowledge that, because a good coach or therapist um, is generally has generally seen so much dysregulation and trauma from their clients' life stories and their own stories, perhaps, that they have a certain degree of humility So generally, people who are in this field will not do this for money alone or in order to trick people or uh, yeah, or some evil master plan. That's like a definition of a cult, not of a practice of a healing or therapeutic practice. So please be mindful when choosing. See what the general public's opinion of that person is, and first try to Google that person's name, and if anything fishy comes up, then um, try to be more discerning whether to work with that person or organization or not. Um, well, feel free to research my name as well, and I'm also happy to offer a discovery call in which we can assess together whether we're a good fit to work together or not. Um, what I would say, the feedback I'm getting the most from my long-term clients is that they by working with me, they're able to get on to their true path in life. And that includes, of course, healthier relationships and perhaps even launching their dream business or dream project or take the trip they always wanted to take. So, um, one of my core values is freedom. So, I enjoy doing things or going paths just because I'm passionate about that. And um, my clients generally are wired the same way, and they're really good and passionate people who want to advance in life and in their understanding of the universe. So that's really people who don't really want to be in the same place for very long. And that was something I had to learn, that sometimes you just have to see it out and let the a blade of grass simply grow at its own pace and not force it. And that's the power of surrender. But once you learn how to access your emotions through your body and become more authentic in the way you feel and express your emotions, um, I guess it's just a byproduct of that. You won't need to do something extreme or to compromise yourself or to give your life away to other people or institutions or etc. uh, to make a pact with the devil to be able to be yourself. In order to be yourself, um, let's put it that way. Nowadays, my practice um, uses pretty simple methods, even though I had such a twisted journey of getting here. Like this saying, less is more, simplicity has value. Um, of course, there's a way to go much deeper into this subject and explore really deep concepts and spiritual concepts and everything. But you don't actually need to if you don't want to go that way. All you need to learn is how to tap into your heart's energy through your emotions, through your body. Because if you only do it mentally, you can get to a state of dissociation in which you start imagining feelings. That's also possible from based on past experiences. And you may have the impression that you're authentic, but you're actually basing your feelings on some recycled experiences you had in the past or um, from certain role models that you may have or certain people in your life. And because your mind decides, okay, that's good, that's not good, I'll just take over this and we'll just recycle that. And that's you. but you're like a patched up image of something else, not who you really are. So, who you really are is easy to access through your body, through the feelings in your body, and by learning how to have these direct and soulful dialogues with emotions held hostage in your body that want to start moving. And once these emotions start moving around, you'll be in the flux more. And once you're in the flux of life and you feel alive and feel confident being yourself, your heart will open up more like it was never closed. Because if you're an imitation of what your mind selects from the past and from other people and other role models, your heart is closed and you're not really deciding from an authentic place. You're not really communicating from an authentic place. You're just a copy of other things, other people. And then you're you don't feel alive. You don't feel safe to be yourself. And that's a sad place to be. So if you feel like that, or if you know other people feel like that, that's my life's work to help you um, uncover who you really are and be authentic and communicate from that place. And yes, certain relationships will move away from your reality, and perhaps you will grow new relationships with yourself and other people, and most importantly, with your dreams, because your dreams will also attract the right people or the right uh, type of relationship with certain people. So it's really fascinating. It's really fascinating. It liberates us from any bondage and attachment, negative attachments, because there's also a secure attachment, a positive attachment we can have to people, things, concepts, anything. So I hope this information helped you, and I hope my enthusiasm is evident to you. And I would like to help you on your life's journey. If you resonate with me and you're open or confident to getting to know each other more, I invite you to a discovery call, or if you're decided, we can also jump into working already. I generally recommend at least 1 month of working together to see the first strong results, and the best results are seen over long term, at least 1 year, 2 years, something like that. Some people opt to have a lifetime relationship with their coach or therapist, and that's also fine. It's not necessarily the way I operate, but I'm sure we can find what's best for both of us, or even for a group, because I also work with companies. So I'm happy to work with groups as well. So yeah, you have my contact details in the description box. You can contact me also directly via social media. You can write me directly on Facebook. That's completely fine. I mostly use social media these days to have a dialogue for my practice, my coaching practice. So please write directly, or just leave your contact details via the form you can find in my description box, and we can go from there and see what's the best route for us. So thank you for your attention, and um, just to make a demonstration of how this works with communicating feelings. Right now, it's a little bit late for me, so I have this sensation of really kind of a heaviness in my head. And that feels a little bit um, discouraging. And I also feel really happy and open hearted at the same time in my heart region. And I feel really glad in all of my body that I'm able to express this so freely. So that's just a demo of how expressing feelings work from an authentic place. And as a result, I feel much more lighter. I feel my heart is much more open and I'm getting really good ideas for how am I going to spend the rest of my day and also really good ideas for the rest of this week and the upcoming month. So it's really fascinating. And all of this like in a glimmer of the moment. So it's a pleasure to meet you and let's keep in touch.